my god,
goodness.
their shawarma.
Assalamu alaikum, hope you're well. Today we check out Halal Food Festival in Toronto. This was filmed a while back, but we released it today. Hope you enjoy it.
We went to Rose's Halal Kitchen and we got jerk chicken. So this is what the chicken looks like, and it came with coleslaw and what was the rice? Pea rice or something, right?
Something like that. And beans, or did it come with beans? Yeah, rice
kidney
and
bean
beans.
rice. Right, yeah. So here, I'll let Zain take the first bite. And Hamad, who's hiding off camera, he's the jerk chicken expert, so I'm gonna give him a spoon off camera.
Honestly, all I care about is just trying to jerk chicken since we got here. The guy's cooking it.
It
Yeah,
was
like-
smoky. Oh my god, that was great. Here, thank you.
I honestly don't have much to say. As you guys can see, the chicken, all I really hear about is how good it tastes right now. The smoky crust on the outside is insane.
Here, you want to get the smoke rings. You can actually see it here. I don't know how to show it to you on the camera, but here, let me try.
Man, you guys are, I wish you guys were here to try this.
Yeah. So you can actually see the smoke rings around it. I'm excited. I haven't tried this yet, but like it's not easy to get good smoked chicken. It's really easy to try it out. I'm curious to see what it tastes like. There's a bone in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Smokiness is out of this world on this.
It's very subtle, but man, it elevates the flavor. The chicken's moist, which is great. You don't want dry chicken. With the kidney beans and rice, it just works.
The spices come throughout the whole chicken, not just the skin itself. It's like really deeply rooted in there.
But it's Caribbean spices, not like the desi spices. It's not like
Yeah, it's jerk chicken. So
your tongue's not on fire.
when I say spices,
Caribbean spices, yeah.
not like spicy spices. How's it close though?
Sorry.
How do you
What do
like
you
the
think?
chicken?
I like the chicken.
You love the chicken, or you like
I like it.
Yeah.
Why
Where'd
do you
you
not love the chicken, man?
say?
I say yeah, thumbs up. I
Okay.
recommend this.
This is definitely a 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend this for anybody coming to Toronto. Get Rose's Halal jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken, yeah. From Rose's Halal Kitchen.
Rose's Halal.
Rose's Halal Kitchen, get the jerk chicken. That's an unroasted though.
Okay.
If I remember it
Yeah,
right.
yeah, something Big Daddy.
Yeah.
We'll put the name right here or whatever. But
It's Big Daddy's Grill. The second it said Big Daddy, Zane was all over it.
Hey,
He's like, we
put
have to
that-
get this. I'm like, all right.
We're
You
just-
want Big Daddy, we'll get Big Daddy.
we're just
So-
dying to try the ribs down here.
Yeah, and I'm sorry we're on the inside because it's really crowded outside, so I'm really going to quickly try this. And Zane, I don't know how to get a piece for you.
Fazil's just trying to take the entire thing, but it's okay, Fazil. I'll just stay behind.
Worth it. I freaking hated it because we waited in line for like 40 minutes, almost an hour. So grab a bite.
I'm gonna just jump in there real quick.
Here we go. See the whole thing.
I'm on.
Come on, here.
I'll hold it. I'm not.
It's totally worth the 1 hour wait, man.
Alright.
The sauce, the cook, the sauce is great. It's not spicy.
I've never tasted anything like this. It's actually good.
But seriously, if you get a chance, in Zane's rating of 1 to 10, this would be a
Yeah,
11.
this is off the charts, guys. I don't think I could give this a rating.
Yeah, jerk chicken was a 10. This is 11. I hate to say this. Toronto has good food. Do they have better food than Chicago? I'll let him answer that.
No. Wow. Well, I'm chomping on some fries. Alright guys, so we're out here in Toronto at the Halal Food Festival trying out Brothers BBQ Grill. We got some meat lovers poutine. As you can see right here, it's got a bunch of stuff in it. What's in this?
Yeah, so we have chicken kebabs, we have sausages, we have chicken tikka, was it? And butter chicken. Basically a lot of things, including cheese and fries, which is traditional poutine. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, so basically it's like desi version of Poutine, right? So the Halal Food Festival, so we don't really get to try stuff like this, especially out in Chicago. So it's always good to try anything new, any type of new dish we get. Man, that poutine just hits you. It has this extremely spicy flavor to it at the end, and you get everything together. Like the fries are really crispy, so it works well with the poutine. They got like sausages, super soft, and it just gives off this nice spicy, like paprika kind of type of flavor to it. I like it.
They put a sauce on top. I don't know if we paid attention to what sauce they put on top.
Like gravy.
It's actually gravy, so it gets soggy really quickly. So we're gonna try and eat this fast. Is it? Yeah.
Yes, I know more than that.
The resident Canadian tells us it's supposed to get soggy, so I guess we'll wait. We've taught the Canadian how to have poutine for the first time in his life, which is funny.
Is that the meat lovers?
This is a meat lover.
Oh, no,
Yeah?
Wait, hold on. Give me one second.
You do Instagram or whatever.
I got the. Say you got the video.
I'm not in it, right? Am I in it?
You good.
You want to be in it?
No, I. Drizzle, cheese.
You're good.
Yeah?
I can slow down after. I'll slow down your hand movement, throwing the
Awesome.
cheese on there,
Awesome.
and just get all into it.
That just fell in there.
Is it over?
Yes, that's all.
It's all over? Oh man.
I gotta take this out.
Which one? Oh, I banged into it?
Yellow man. Yellow.
It's a video.
New creation. My two favorite things is ice cream and popcorn chicken, especially from Popeyes. But we made it our own. We made our 100% chicken tenders. Nothing else, no dark meat or anything like that.
Oh, nice.
And we batter it here on site, and it's all ready to go. We're representing CheeseSteak Revolution.
Oh, nice.
Everything is halal, bro.
The Jamaican beef patty burger. Can you handle it? $10.
So we just got some food from CheeseSteak Revolution. We got the what is it?
It's the popcorn chicken and waffle
Yep.
cone. So basically, I guess it's popcorn shrimp or chicken inside of the waffle cone. And
We got the Jamaican jerk burger, right?
yeah, Jamaican
It's actually pretty good.
Jamaican beef patty burgers.
Yep.
What cut?
They battered it on site, which is why it's probably not soggy. I don't know if I get the sauce on it though. Actually, the sauce works for it.
Yeah. Yeah, Hamad. Here's Hamad gonna grab some camera guy.
Let's try to get Hamad in the shot.
Just nice.
Alright, so this is gonna be this is what I was waiting for actually. Burger, Jamaican.
The Jamaican jerk burger.
So I'm guessing they said the unique thing about this burger was I guess the bun.
I mean, it's a new twist, right? Ultimately, a lot of people are changing, substituting the bread
Yeah.
for something creative.
Okay.
So we thought, the Jamaican beef patties is pretty popular,
Yeah.
and it works out. Triple the meat, right?
Yeah.
We add the cheese in the middle, add the coleslaw, and you're good to go.
I think it's not a pre-made patty. This is made at home. So you can tell that because of the texture of the meat itself. They've taken minced meat and then made this into patties. That's really obvious. Rating?
I don't think
On Zane's rating, what would you say this is?
on this, honestly, I don't know what to gauge it at. Like, there's no rating to it because it's something unique I tried.
I'd
And we
say
haven't
go
had
for it.
anything like this before.
Yeah, if you haven't tried this before, try it. It's
just
something different.
It's good.
So we're having Faluda coffee from Yakh Jala.
Put it right here somewhere in the bottom so you guys can see.
Yeah, it doesn't say it, but it's there in the bottom. It's basically Afghani coffee and Pakistani coffee mixed together with Faluda in there. So
Oh wow, that's really good.
we added a bunch of syrup too. What did we add? The Ruafza.
Yeah, and Jami Shira.
Yeah, and the ice cream syrup.
And it's basically like your typical Faluda you would get in like Chicago and stuff like that, but it has the Afghani ice cream to it, or the coffee makes it taste a lot creamier, or I don't know how to describe it. What do you think? It's just like,
Actually, it's got the falooda in there, which is great.
yeah.
The ice cream is the texture is a little more rubbery than normal ice cream. Doesn't just melt in your mouth. It's got a slightly chewy texture, and it doesn't sound appetizing, but it really is really good. Think of like Turkish ice cream meets traditional ice cream. I loved it.
Me, when it's more meat, I'm happy with it, and I think this is my type of bun. And for all you protein eaters out there, I think this is your type of bun too. So let me take my first bite.
I feel like there's a joke in there. I just wanted to use it. What do you think?
It's really unique. I mean, I don't think I ever had a burger like this. It's like, it doesn't really taste like a burger. It tastes different. It tastes more like a, I'll let Fazil try and maybe tell you what I'm trying to taste. I'm not exactly sure here. Here.
This is actually much more complex than I expected. I was just expecting like something like the Jamaican jerk chicken we had earlier,
Yeah.
like Jamaican spices in a burger. That's not what this is. This is a whole new twist. Like, kudos to these guys. It's different.
Yeah, and
The stuffing is not meat. It's potatoes. What do you say?
something.
I
yeah.
can't tell, to be honest.
The guy did a good job of explaining. They're doing something different twist on it or something.
Yeah, we'll actually cut in the part where he talks about the Jamaican jerk burger. Alright, battery's drying. It's about 4:14
There's another
a.m.
battery, yeah.
and I'm gonna find another battery. We've run out of like one or two of them.
Just try it. We're coming
Anyway,
back from Chicago.
We are coming back from Chicago. Like I said, it's
from
4
Toronto.
a.m.
Coming back from Toronto.
I don't know what the hell Zane's saying, and I'm just repeating him. We're both idiots. Anyway, battery's gonna die. It's 4 a.m. We're back in Chicago, and Zane, in quicker words, in a shorter
Yeah.
way, can you tell us what do you think about the trip?
The trip was short and sweet, man. The fact that we drove all the way to Toronto to just try to halal food. Just
For you
tells-
guys.
Yeah, just tells you how much, like, you know, of a foodie just that we are, and just how much food brings everyone together. Because we actually saw so many different races and cultures, and we talked to people there.
Yeah.
It was amazing. So
I mean, we actually had random people just come up to us and talk about the food, which doesn't happen pretty often. And people were really welcoming when they heard that we weren't from the city. And they were giving us all kinds of
Yeah.
tips, which is awesome. That doesn't happen pretty often.
yeah.
One dish that you loved in the food festival.
So probably the best thing around that I tried over there was Big Daddy's ribs. So
Yep,
those things
agreed.
tasted extremely
Yep.
well. Like, they had nice charred taste to it, and like those ribs I haven't tried in Chicago, honestly. So that's
Yep.
probably why it's my favorite.
Yep.
And ribs always taste amazing. So.
Yeah, I mean the portions were small. We had to wait in line for ages, and I'm not sure if it was worth the money, but honestly, it tasted amazing. So whatever, just pay for it. If you're in Toronto, Big Daddy's ribs.
Big
That's
Daddy's
our pick.
ribs and
Holy Grill was decent.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe the food truck, if you don't have it in served en masse like it was for us, you probably have a better experience with the steak. I don't think Zane liked the steak that much, but
I
I
thought there
kinda
was
did.
better, but it was still a solid steak.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just had better, but the other places, there are unique places out there, and so when you guys go there, trust me, you're not gonna be short
Yeah.
when it comes to the restaurant.
and definitely stop at Dearborn. We went to what was it, CedarLand?
CedarLand.
Their shawarma. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god,
goodness.
their shawarma. Oh, and you have to go to Shatila. If you don't know what the hell Shatila is, you're missing out in life. So we're with Salima right now. She's the founder of the Toronto Halal Food Festival. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
So I want to know, how did you go about starting the Halal Food Festival? Why Toronto? Like, why the Halal Food Festival
Sure.
specifically?
Sure. Well, I started off with a blog called halalfoodie.ca. And so part of this blog is following other bloggers. One of them was Samir Eats, who's a fellow American.
Oh yeah, New York.
Yeah. So he was doing a food show in New Jersey. And I think it was their first time as well, as back in 2012. So I remember seeing highlights or just footage from the event, and it was great. They had a lineup, it was crowded, it was really well received. So I felt like, it would be so great if something like that was in Toronto, because I feel like with the diversity that Toronto has, especially the multiculturalism, the type of restaurants that we have, like, our show would be phenomenal. So I talked to my husband, I talked to a few friends, and we formed a group of 6, and we said, okay, we're ready, we're all passionate, we love food. We had an instant connection with the community through the blog, Halal Foodie. So we said, let's try it out. So first year, yeah, that's how it was born.
Oh, nice. So Halal Foodie, how old is that website?
6 years.
That's halalfoodie.ca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember watching a video of you folks with your first edition of this food festival, and you had an interesting response. I wanted to hear more about that.
Sure. So, just like any event, first year you never really know what the response is going to be like. So we had our forecast. So we forecasted we would be really, really, really happy if we got 5,000 to 6,000 people. That would have made us extremely proud. So we planned our event for 6,000 people. We got a hall for 6,000 people. We got sponsors, and we were telling them we're going to get 6,000 people in the hall. And so everything was going great. We opened our doors that morning. It was a Saturday, and we just experienced a flood of people. And we realized by 12 noon, so we opened our doors at 10 a.m. By 12 noon, we had a lineup that wrapped around the entire building. It was a 3-hour lineup to get in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Then, because we wanted to be more interested, it started raining like crazy. So, and we thought we're really happy. We're like, okay, people are gonna leave, right? Because already the hall, we reached capacity.
Yeah.
The fire marshal came in, said to shut down. So we didn't know what to do. We had all these people. The building was full. Fire codes were being broken.
Was it in the same building?
It was in a smaller hall. It's the same area.
Okay.
So it's the International Center, but it was their smaller hall.
Okay.
And the rain didn't stop anyway. People were still lining up. They were just drenching wet. And we had, after the weekend finished, we did our tallies. We looked at registration numbers. We looked at the turnstiles. We had I believe it was over 27,000 people that showed up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the logistics alone were crazy because we had only
That's almost 4 times more.
It was, and like garbage was overflowing. It was just crazy. It was a nightmare.
I mean, that's phenomenal. But why did you get such a great response? What do you think?
I think the Toronto community is very unified. I've been to other places in the world, around the world, and yes, Muslim populations are, they're close, but I think Toronto is really special in the fact that the unity is very strong. So, you have people from all parts of the city and surrounding areas, and word travels, and people love food. Like, I think that's just, everybody knows. I mean, you guys love food, we love food, so it's a commonality that people share, and yeah.
Alrighty. So tell us more about the Toronto population, since most of our viewers are not from Canada. What is the makeup of the Muslims here? Is it growing? Is it shrinking?
Yeah, we have, so we know that Canada has over 1 million Muslims, and it's growing. It's expected to I think, triple by 2030. It's going to be a lot more. I don't have the exact numbers off the top of my head, but yeah, it's growing by 13% every year.
Oh, wow.
The population. Right now, we have over 500,000 Muslims that just live in the GTA. And that number is from 2011. So that's an old number. We're waiting for our new census data, which should come out in the next year or so. But that will give us a better idea of how many Muslims there actually are. But my guess, just being in the community so closely, my guess is it's way over 500,000 at this point.
That's fantastic. And just for our viewers, Canada is a proportionally small country, population-wise, so
Yes.
percentage-wise, I think it's like 3% is Muslim,
we have the highest concentration of Muslims in North America that live in Toronto. So most people think, okay, Dearborn, Michigan, or something, but Toronto actually has the highest concentration.
Well, I guess we're moving here. So tell us about, there are 200 plus stalls now.
Yes.
You have 35,000 plus attendees from what I read.
Yeah, we're expecting close to 35,000 or over 35,000.
Do you happen to know how many nationalities are represented here right now?
Yeah, I mean, we have a Vietnamese vendor, we have Mexican, we have Caribbean, Jamaican, Malaysian, North American, obviously, Italian, any nationality you can think of is probably, there's food representation here.
Cool. So if you were to pick your favorite out of or your star performers, I guess, in the show this year, what would be your favorite?
So we have returning vendors who do phenomenal each year, and so we're known for these gigantic beef ribs.
Okay.
So those are outside in the outdoor area, but they're crazy, they're big. So those do very well. This year we have the pastry shop that's returning, and they do cronuts, but they do showstopper pieces. So the showstopper this year is a unicorn cronut. It has a rainbow color theme with a cotton candy mane, and it has a horn as well. Like, it's pretty cool. There's also messy sandwiches, and he's an interesting story. You meet him. He's Pakistani Canadian, and he does fusion dishes. So this year he's introduced butter chicken waffles.
Okay.
So to take on the fried chicken and waffle
That's
craze.
definitely new.
Yeah, that's new. And so last year he brought in nihari sliders. So it's taking the pulled meat of the nihari with a very
Putting in
spicy
sliders.
barbecue and putting in a
Smart.
slider. Yeah, and that was probably one of the most talked about foods last year.
Okay. And that was messy sandwiches.
Those messy sandwiches.
We'll definitely check that out.
Mhm.
But yeah, thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Everything's halal except for you, bro. Come over here, bro. Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Can I get 3 Nihari sliders and 3 Do you accept tickets?
Sorry, sir. I'm gonna just move this. It's very hot. I don't
That's
want to make
fine,
sure I
we'll
don't burn
just-
you.
Do you accept tickets?
Yeah, tickets. So it's instead of $9, it's 18 tickets.
Where's that?
It's not spicy.
Oh,
So 3 of
oh.
each.
And that's it. Okay.
Can you post this on M+Plus? Like Nahari Spider or something?
Not super. Do you want to try some? It's not very hot. Actually, we took the liquid from the Nihari and we turned it into a water.
You guys gotta check this out. We even have
All this guy. Equal burger.
Yeah, like he's got the basic taste buds. Like he put his mind on the taste.
It'll surprise you how much,
I guess your salmon is the mashup.
If you want to try it, it's not that spicy. I'm just gonna get
Okay, but no, we need to feel. So you'll never find these pepper mills, salt mills, shakers, whatever, in any restaurant. You'll find them with the waiters. They'll have them and bring them to you. But in the restaurant, we need to feel. So we'll always have a bowl.
So is that because you can't measure with those? It just kind of
You
comes
can't,
out?
you can't
There's
tell,
no
right,
control.
how much is going to come out. So you need to know how much salt you're putting. The seasoning is everything in a restaurant. But a restaurant, if you know this, will always under season if they can. Our palates are different. Some of us like salt, some of us can't take salt, some of us are diabetic. So that's why you'll always find a salt and pepper shaker on the table. Because why is that always there? Okay? But we'll always have it in a bowl so we can measure with our hand. And that's something I suggest that you try doing at home. And it will become muscle memory so you can control how much salt and pepper you put in your food. Stop using pepper mix.
I thought you knew all. You guys know all the meat people, right?
No, it's spice difference. So I'll go for the Montreal.
How you good, man? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Where is it from? Turkey?
Oh no, we produce them in here.
In Canada.
In Canada, yeah, right here. Our address.
When we come, then we'll talk to her.
Okay.
You can go. It's fine.
All right.
the.
Yeah. What's up? Nah, not really. The thing is, that's what we wanted, right? And that's the only thing that was sold out was like the actual stick. True, yeah. We needed a stabilizer. Bad.
And so they recently got HMA certified, which is Canada's most trusted certified. But yeah, so like people think meat, like that's meat as well, but exactly. So that's a good example of
That's pretty impressive. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Loblaws is Canada's largest retailer. They like pretty much yeah. So that's significant for the community because now they have corporate interests. Exactly. In the most authentic way, they're doing
Say that again.
I feel the jello.
He feels it.
Yeah.
For the one on the right.
Guys, 3 of these boxes for only $5.
Empty calories, man.
What happened to the calories?
What happened to calories, man?
And let me see that nutrition label.
Well, not this, that.
The burger factor?
Yes. They are no.
No, actually it says the I'm gonna ask them if we can.
We're taking turns to play.
I want to hear that sizzle.
What's the place called?
Rose's Halal Kitchen.
Rose's Halal. We need this in Chicago, by the way.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend this. Done recording?
Definitely recommend. I didn't get that part because
Yeah.
my hand was in the way.
On my...
Screw the line. I get the line in a second.
cheeseburger. 3 cheeseburgers. Yeah, don't buy that. Ketchup, factory sauce, lettuce, tomato, onion.
Hey, put that on the M+. Well, I thought you were gonna say if I got up close with the sizzle. Should I turn off the high? I should probably turn off the high pass, right?
No, keep the plus 20 on.
Yeah, but high pass for the sizzle.
It's not
Man.
enough. You can just put it in the noise. That's fine.
I'm just listening to the audio of it cooking.
You want to hear that sizzle. He's here.
Adam is here. Look at him. Is the hot dog on the grill too? Yeah.
Hey, put this up close on M+.
Okay, so 2 red, 2 more hot dogs.